It's 6 p.m. and you're on a road trip through the mid-Atlantic states, and you have hours to go, and you need coffee. All the coffee shops are closed, so you are gonna have gas station coffee. Today on I Travel for Coffee, we're gonna visit 4 very well-known gas stations in the mid-Atlantic states. In no particular order, those 4 are Royal Farms, Rutter's, Wawa, and Sheetz. All of these gas stations have their own followings, but we're gonna find out today what cup of coffee is gonna get you through your road trip whenever you need it the most. This is I Travel for Coffee. Just to keep this fair, we're gonna try to get the same coffee at every one of these gas stations. And by the end of this, we're gonna rank them 1 through 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst of coffee that you can have. Today, first up, Royal Farms. He's a big guy, isn't he? Give it a go. All right, we got our Royal Farms coffee. We did go with Colombian, which I'm hoping that all the others have. If not, Brazil's probably our backup for this. But we're gonna head back to the vehicle and give this guy a taste and go from there. All right, we are back in the coffee wagon. First things first, Royal Farms is based out of Baltimore, Maryland. You will find them all through the mid-Atlantic states, as well as down into the south. They're quickly growing. They're actually known a little more for their fried chicken than they are anything else. That's kind of their claim to fame, but we're not here for fried chicken. We're here for coffee. So we did go with a Colombian roast, which I'm hoping that the others have, and we're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna rank these at the end. Oh yeah, gas station coffee. Listen, in a pinch, maybe. So first things first, highly acidic. That's the first thing you taste. It's just very, very acid forward. I thought it was interesting, the machines that they're using. They do grind them right there, and then it does pour out. I will say that the coffee that was coming out almost looked like when espresso hits the end of its pull and it kind of blondes out and looks different. The coffee did that. That's kind of an interesting thing to see because coffee usually just keeps that coloration as it comes down through. So I'm sure you'll see that in the video. But yeah, Royal Farms, I'm not gonna say a whole lot about how I feel about this other than it tastes like gas station coffee. It is very acid forward. Would I drink it again? I guess you're just gonna have to wait and find out. Let's go to the next one. All right, next destination is Wawa, right up the street. All of these are right on basically the same road. That's why we came to this area. Let's go check out Wawa. Stop number 2 is Wawa. Wawa is, they got their own little following, and they're known for a lot of their made-to-order items through a screen. Very, very similar to the Sheetz and Rutters that we will be hitting up next. Let's go check out Wawa, give their coffee a go. right, we got the goods from the goose. We got Wawa coffee. Let's take it back, hop in the coffee wagon and give it a try. All right, we're back in the wagon. So first takeaway from Wawa, the coffee did not blonde out. It was just a normal pull. Totally different type of machine. 100% Colombian, same as the last one. Red cup, kind of same as the last one. Got a goose on it, not the same as the last one. We're gonna give Wawa a try, taste it, see where we're at. So there's not a lot of flavor happening in Wawa, but it's not acidic, and that surprises me from a gas station coffee. Compared to the Royal Farms, which had a acidic aftertaste and acidic just in the mouth in general, this does not have an acid taste. Is it a little weak? I think so, maybe just for my liking. Would somebody drink this normally? Possibly, if you're not into a strong coffee, if you don't want that charred taste of your coffee of a dark roast. This is medium roast Colombian coffee. All right, well, we got 2 more to go to. See you at the next ones. So about 3 miles down the road is the next gas station coffee destination. We are hitting up Rutter's. So one thing I forgot to mention is that Wawa is based in the Philadelphia area. Rutter's is based here in York, Pennsylvania. So we are very close to the Rutter's home. Do they have home field advantage? Maybe, guess we'll see. Got the Rutters back into the coffee wagon. All right, so this is Rutter's home turf. We are in the York, Pennsylvania area. That is where Rutter's comes from. They are primarily in the state of Pennsylvania. So we are gonna give Rutter's a go here. Again, 100% Colombian coffee. Did not blonde out when it poured. Let's see what we got. It's a lot smoother than I thought it would be. The thing about gas station coffee is it always has this nutty taste to it, and it doesn't even matter what the roast is. It could be a dark roast and it still has a very nutty taste to it. And all the coffees are from different origins. My guess is that when it comes to gas stations, and maybe you're not going to like to hear this, but it's just low quality coffee. And we haven't really seen a gas station come up yet that's just serving like really decent coffee. It's probably in our future, but it's not here yet. All right, let's head to Sheetz. All right, we made it to Sheetz, 4th and final. Then we're gonna give them all a taste test again. Let's check it out. Sheetz is definitely one of the 4 that really advertises their coffee. They actually call it Sheetz Brothers Coffee, which the Sheetz were brothers. And yeah, they like to put it out there and let you know they got good coffee, so we'll find out. Sheetz coffee, take it back to the coffee wagon, give it a go. All right, so let's talk about that pour. It started blonde, it stayed blonde. It was very, very weak looking coming out of the machine. I don't know what we're in for here. Maybe it was just how that machine brews coffee. Maybe the taste will be half decent, but 100% Colombian again here at Sheetz. Sheetz is originally from Altoona, Pennsylvania. They now have locations basically from Pennsylvania south as far as maybe North Carolina and heading west into Ohio. So Sheetz has a very large following, and they are very popular, especially in the mid-Atlantic states. So let's check the coffee out, see what we think. Okay. All right. So it definitely has a different taste than all three of the other coffees. Whether that be the beans are maybe fresh or stale, I can't tell, but definitely has a little acidic on the back end. It's not like, it wasn't like the Royal Farms that was acidic right off the bat. This one's just like in the back after the taste, which is really, really odd that's in there. But again, super nutty tasting. Really, really strange cup of coffee, but it's gas station coffee. None of them are my cup of coffee, but I would, if I need it, I'm gonna drink it. I drink all kinds of bad coffee, just so you know. All right, so we're gonna put this one away. We're gonna come back. We're gonna reveal between the four which one is the best. We're gonna rank them from 1 to 4. Here we go. All right, so 4 different gas station coffees in the mid-Atlantic states. Just to cover it again, we have Royal Farms out of Baltimore, Maryland. Wawa in the Philadelphia area of Pennsylvania. Rutter's in the York area of Pennsylvania. And Sheetz from Altoona, Pennsylvania. So these are the 4. All of them very different as far as coffee goes, which is kind of a good thing. It tells us that coffee's progressing to have different tastes even in gas stations, which is great. Went back in the day when they were only using Maxwell House, Folgers, or 8 o'clock, and all the coffee tasted like Maxwell, Folgers, and 8 o'clock. So now we have a little bit of a different array on our hands. People are sourcing differently. They're pulling beans in differently. They're using things differently. Even though these are all Colombian coffees, they were all brewed relatively different, and they all have their own unique characteristics and tastes. Right now, I'm going to rate them from 1 being the best to 4 being the worst. And you know, you might have a totally different opinion of what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to be honest with you what I think and how these shape up against each other, which one I would stop for if I was on a road trip and all I had left was gas station coffee. All right, I went back through. I sampled all 4 of them again numerous times. One thing that's super interesting about this type of coffee is after it cools down a bit, it's not as acidic. It's something about the high temp that's coming out of these coffee makers that's bringing that acidic taste out, and it's like it's masking that flavor of the Colombian coffee. And you know, Colombian coffee is everywhere. Colombian coffee used to be the go-to coffee. It's just what you always saw. We all know Juan Valdez and the commercials and everything that went on there. And Colombian coffee was just like what you thought of when you thought of coffee. And it's a classic cup of coffee. That is what you find in a lot of diners, a lot of gas stations, and even a lot of fast food restaurants, Colombian coffee. So what's interesting is every one of these has a different profile in the taste of that Colombian coffee. There is really, really good Colombian coffee out there. Very good. And when I think about that, I think of places like Devotion in Brooklyn, who is brewing just Colombian coffee and doing it really, really well. These are kind of your lower grade Colombian coffees. Are they terrible? I honestly wouldn't say that any of these are absolutely terrible. I would maybe drink these if I had to, but I'm about to tell you which ones I would drink more than the others, and that is when I desperately need it on a road trip, or I don't know, maybe middle of the night because they're open 24 hours and it's the only place I can get a cup of coffee because I plan on staying up even longer. So let's start out, and we're going to start out with the bottom of the barrel, number 4. Out of these coffees, who do I feel had the worst coffee? Rutters, I'm sorry. This is your home field, but it's not good. It's rough. Very nutty taste. Interestingly, got more acidic as it sat. The other 3 did not. So this one is kind of puzzling to me, but yeah, Rutters would be my number 4. Again, would I drink it if I had to? I probably would, but in 4th place, Rutters. In 3rd place, Sheetz. Sheetz, I know you're using your own coffee. I know you guys are sourcing it, but it misses the mark. It's not a horrible cup of coffee, but it's also not an amazing cup of coffee. And if I was driving and I had to choose, it wouldn't be this one either. So we're down to 2. Shockingly enough, the blonded out Royal Farms is still here, and Wawa. So number 2, shockingly, goes to Royal Farms. Yes, it blonded out, but as it sat, this actually lost a little bit of acidity and ended up being one that I found decently palatable. And I did not expect it. In fact, whenever I had that coffee, I thought, well, we're in for a ride here. We're gonna go through 4 coffees, and this one I might have started at the bottom. It didn't. So Royal Farms, I'll give you number 2. Grinding the beans in the machine. Sheetz was doing that as well, but it didn't hold up the same way. That makes Wawa our winner. So Wawa from very east of Pennsylvania wins today's challenge. So great job, Wawa. A decent cup of coffee. Like if I had to drink a gas station cup of coffee and I was traveling through the Mid-Atlantic states, Wawa is what I would choose. Really good cup of coffee. I would actually drink this. So congratulations, Wawa. You are crowned the champion of the Mid-Atlantic State Throwdown Coffee Edition. All right, so this was the Mid-Atlantic Gas Station Coffee Throwdown, and we have crowned Wawa as our champion. If you like this kind of content, I'd really like it if you would like, subscribe, follow along. Go back and check out the other videos. If you're in a city in the United States or even the world, there's a cool video out there. I plan on releasing more content as we go along here. I want to do more of this type of stuff as well. I don't want to just do coffee shops. I want to do coffee in general. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you want me to try. How crazy do we want to get? I'm glad you take this journey with me. As always, thank you very much. And this is I Travel for Coffee. See you, everybody.